What's guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're introducing to the third episode of The Saint's Magic Power is Omnipotent. This one's titled Capital. Okay, I guess we're going to be going to the capital city, probably, and exploring that a bit more. Maybe this will give us some more reason to learn about, what's her name, Elizabeth? Was that her name? Yes, Elizabeth Ashley, who seems to be the daughter of someone important. I don't think she's, like, princess, necessarily. If so, then the security around her seems very, very lax for her to just wander about as she pleases. So she's probably a daughter of some nobleman or something. I think that's more what is implied there. Maybe we'll learn a bit more about her as time goes on. But also, end of last episode focused around the budding romance that was between Sei and the Ice Knight. Although, why he got called the Ice Knight, I don't know. I guess we'll explore that a bit more as well, probably. But this series has been very chill. I don't know what I really expected going into this one, if I'm honest. But it's definitely very chill, and it feels like we're going through a lot of the early stuff quite quickly. Which makes me think that either... I don't think the original source material would have been paced this quickly, necessarily. So it makes me think that maybe some of this early stuff is just important to get the basics down. And then if we need to explain anything more, we'll explain it later. Or they're trying to hit a certain key part in the story that they want to end on. Like, they're trying to find a specific arc and a specific story that they want to end on. So they skip some of the earlier stuff to make sure that we have enough time to get up to that point. That's kind of what it feels like with the way they're adapting it, but I have no idea what the source material is like. So maybe they were this quick in it, I don't know. But we've had a lot of time skips, and a lot of time has passed to get accustomed to this world and a lot of things to happen. For example, we've already made cosmetic creams that we put around our eyes like that, and all of a sudden we no longer need our glasses. We can translate any language, it would seem, like any language. Hence why we could read the difficult tome that I think Elizabeth said. And yeah, we have a vast knowledge of medicinal herbs and such, and when used in our cooking, because people use herbs in cooking, it makes sense, it infers physical attribute benefits to people. So when we went out foraging with the knights, we cooked them a lunch, and apparently their physical abilities were enhanced after that lunch. And it turns out, whilst the recipes that we've taught to the cooks can also replicate that effect, once again we have a mysterious 50% increase to everything we do as opposed to what other people do, which is almost certainly down to the fact that she is the saint. Which makes a lot of sense. It's why she's able to create all these things that have extraordinary powers, like the thing that heal up the skin, which we gave to the friend of Elizabeth. I forget who it actually was, name-wise, but gave it to him to help clear up acne and stuff. And yeah, I was thinking back as well, like, because they said that they were expecting monsters to attack them, but there was no monster attacks during their journey into the forest, and they were kind of surprised by that. I think maybe the reason why is because she's the saint, monsters can't come near her. I wonder if it's the saint's influence, like, she emanates an aura that monsters back away from. Instead of being, like, a source of power that the monsters want to converge on and attack at once, it's something they're fearful of, at least lower level monsters would be fearful of to retreat and hide. I wonder if that's what they're implying in that manner or not, because it would make sense, in my mind. If that were the case. I guess we'll see next time we have to deal with monsters at all. See if they back away from us and our power or not. But, yeah, just a very chill series so far. It very much reminds me, and this is the #1 recommended on our list, and I can totally see why. It's very much recommended with Snow White with the red hair. Shiryuki. Yeah. Akagami no Shiryuki Hime. Like, yeah, I can totally believe that. I can see the similarities. I think I still prefer Shiryuki as a protagonist so far. Just because she was never really, like... She was never, like, OP and blessed with all this stuff that Sei has been so far. But I kind of liked her character a little more. Also, we've had so much longer with her character, so of course I'm going to like her more. But I think Sei could become something similar to that. We are definitely getting a reverse harem type deal right now. Because we've got Albert the Ice Knight, who's our main love interest, but I'm fairly certain the leader of the Institute is interested. The one guy who we learnt from is interested. I'm sure there's going to be more down the road, probably, as time goes on. So, yeah, it's a chill show. It's relaxing. I'm wondering if it will pick up in later arcs, if we actually do get to a combat area, because we don't really have any fights at the moment to worry about. I wonder if we'll ever go on to the front lines like that. I assume we're going to solve the mystery of what the hell the other saint is being done with, because the prince just took her, and that was it. And we've kind of heard not really much more since, other than he didn't want her to see the horrific injuries of people, even though that's kind of her job. So, Prince is shady as to what he's doing with her. He's probably just taken her as like his concubine or some stupid thing like that. But she's probably like she's probably in like a birdcage basically in that scenario. So I don't know what's going to happen. I wonder if she even did get imparted any of the magical benefits of being a saint or not. I wonder what the deal is with that and why 2 were summoned all of a sudden. But I guess we'll find that out later, right? So anyway. As per usual, these are time-based form reactions here on YouTube. If you want to see the full picture in picture, you can go to my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month gets you access to all picture in picture reactions I do on the channel, which is everything from the current seasonal lineup that you're watching. We also have Patreon request shows such as World Trigger, which will be following straight after this. We also have movie reactions on Patreon in full picture in picture format. We've got Weathering With You, the movie, coming on either Saturday this week or Monday next week. It's probably Monday next week based on how things are going. But I'll announce on Discord close to the time what it's going to be. But here on YouTube, we have to do timer based. So bottom left of the screen, you'll see a timer for the episode. I'll count down 3, 2, 1, play. Then I'll play start the episode, I start the episode, and we should be in sync. Watch this one on Funimation, as per usual, since they're the ones who licensed it. We have the Katakawa logo, then the Funimation logo to start. So about 10 seconds logos, give or take. I'll call them out as I go past, but you can also use screen flash on my face, the mic, or this part of my headset to tell when the scenes are transitioning. So, with all that said, let's get into this week's episode, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Katakawa. Funimation. Cheers. Here we go. Mm-hmm. Interesting. I bet she could just make ice if she wanted to. Oh boy. Dumbass. I bet if she tried to make ice, she could make ice. It's interesting how ice is actually a rarity. Still a bunch of characters we haven't met there. But now we met Elizabeth. I think they are updating that as soon as we meet the characters, they'll have their proper image in there, but I haven't seen that. I assume Elizabeth was not shown last time. Here we go. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a date, right? Nice. Capital. Yes. Sure. Ah. Yes. The Ice Knight. Well, we found our supply of ice. That's Yuri. Yeah. He's gonna buy it for her. Absolutely, he's gonna buy it for her. Yep. Is it gonna be the same thing? Or is it gonna be different? Yep. I mean, you just knew, didn't you? Mm-hmm. Sure. Uh, I mean, yeah, it's a date. Right. Right, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh boy. It kind of was. Uh-huh. Ah. That's actually a nice tradition. That's actually a really nice idea. Interesting. Appraisal magic. So that's a rarity as well. At least in this part. Mm-hmm. Yes. Maybe that was the business he was there for in the first place. Royal Magic Assembly, okay. Okay. Hmm. Oh. No, she was trying to go a bit further. Right, you need a much stronger focus. Didn't break. We're just going through all of them. Mitigate all magic, wow. Oh, wow. Wow. So basically, invincibility enchantment. Okay. Wow. Yeah. And now a few week time skip. Okay. Meeting with the teacher again. Okay. Ah. So we would be creating for them. And you're the only one who can. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Struggling, exhausted. Yeah. Yeah. So we're rushing through just to get it done. Yeah. Crunch. The first. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Apparently that's a rarity. His face. Uh. Hmm. I wonder what her idea is for compensation. It's a nice little touch, but I like how they have different walk cycles for her depending on where she is. They really could have just done the exact same one, but they actually decided to change it, which was nice. All right. Did we find out what enchantment was on this in the end? Maybe that was our conversation to have that appraised. Ooh. I'm bailing. Or is there a present for him? Ah. Make him an enchantment. Yep. Miracle. Interesting. Good episode. Very, very good episode. I'm kind of curious how this is going to go in terms of like the reverse harem aspect, because you've definitely got many options. Albert is definitely pursuing her much more openly than anyone else is, and I think she's definitely aware of that, and she's kind of reciprocating it to an extent. I don't know if she's committing enough to the point of where she actually wants to be in a relationship with Albert. I mean, that would be probably a bit more complicated than just saying, yes, let's date, compared to, you know, other types of shows, but still, it was a nice little moment with them. It's a nice little bit of development for her character. So yeah, we've learned about enchantments. We can enchant, and once again, with extreme efficiency and a lot of power. Yeah, like, I'm surprised no one's mentioning anything about Saint powers at this point. Like, she should probably be very much aware that this is her Saint powers coming through. I mean, she was summoned as the Saint into this world, and now all these magic powers are manifesting themselves. It's like, yeah, you can probably guess it's to do with the sainthood. And if I remember correctly from the first episode, Johan, the leader of the research institute, should be aware that she was brought here as a saint. So the mystery of her increased efficiency should come down to that. I mean, maybe he doesn't want to say it openly, just in case, but he should have a pretty good idea it's because she's the saint. But I guess we'll see. Still got to answer what the hell's happening with the other one. But again, that feels like a later thing. I'm curious as to when it's going to all kick off for Sei. Because there's going to be a moment where it's just like, boom, now you're needed. Because we actually are facing a problem. And we genuinely need the Saint here. But the Saint is not coming from the Prince for some reason. There's going to be a point where it turns, but I don't know where it's going to be. But yeah, just chill episode. A little more focus on the romance side of things this time, which was nice. This is tagged as a romance, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So they did lean into that a little more, which was nice. But again, it's very chill and relaxed, which is nice in itself. But I expect it to kick off eventually, at some point, just to be like, oh shit, now things are getting real serious. So we'll see what arc that ends up coming into. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed that one as per usual. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments what you thought of the episode. Don't forget to hit subscribe as well to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the Spring 2021 you can find here on the channel. Thank you for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.